What about the analog missions you did on the Zebro on Earth?
That's a very good question, and I think you'll hear Floris talking, our head of electronics, talking about that also a bit. So we have Lunar Zebro, which is, we are really the team designing the moon mission, the moon rover. We can build it and we can test it a little bit, but then if we want to develop our technology even further, it's quite difficult to test it, for example, on the moon straight away. So if you want to test a new thing, we will not launch a whole new rover to the moon just to test that little thing. So we want to test first many different things here on Earth. And to do that, we're trying to do, as you said, analog missions or terrestrial missions, where we go to places like, for example, in Iceland, we went to a lava tube, which is an exciting place where there were analog astronauts training as if they are on, let's say, the moon or on Mars. And then we test different things like, how would astronauts interact with our rover? Those are things we cannot test ourselves. We also went, for example, in a mine in the UK recently, 1 kilometer under the ground. And there we try to find new use cases for our rover and also test it as if it would be, for example, on a different planet. So we were looking at, can our rover identify if the tube in the mine is stable enough for people to go? Because you don't want someone to wander in a tunnel, which then will collapse. So you want to send first a robot like ours, which can climb easily over obstacles. And then it will sense if there are a lot of earthquakes or something going on. And it will then say, don't come here. But we also had a rover there, for example, who sensed the wind circulation, because you want to make sure that there's enough air to breathe. And you don't want to go there first and then experience that there's not enough air, because that's not nice. So we're trying to do all those different things on the side besides Lunar Zebro, but with the goal to test technology and then to put that in our Lunar Zebro missions. So that's a bit about all the analog missions that we do. And we'll probably do even more. So it's exciting to follow us for that.
Are we in touch with the ESA, NASA, or other space agencies?
We are definitely in touch with companies who are doing things for space agencies. And we try to keep good relations with different space agencies. So we are, as much as possible, making sure that we are visible. For us, it would mainly be ESA. But the first step for us is not quite ESA, but it's more about the Dutch space sector, and then the Dutch overarching agency, let's say, of space, who we want to first approach before approaching ESA, which is just above that. So, but we're trying to have good relations with all parties, because that's how we then can get partners and can develop ourselves. Yeah, we aim to launch in a couple of years as much as possible, but the main thing is to follow us, and then you'll see it appearing when we actually have a launch date set.